Hey everyone, happy holidays from the White Rabbit. Rumor has it there's only 9 shopping days left for Christmas. What are you buying for your magician friend?
Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
Welcome to Magic Talk, the ultimate backstage pass to the world of magic. We dive deep into the art, the craft, and the business behind the illusion. If it's magic, we talk about it. Sometimes. And now, your hosts, master of misdirection and dad jokes, magician James Lantine, purveyor of magical oddities and unpaid family labor, magic shop owner Joshua Lantine, and straight from a suspiciously nearby park bench, the one, the only, Gregory Alexander.
You know, Greg, you look suspicious on that promo.
I think I look suspicious.
The way you're holding your
pretty much
hand
all the
like
time.
that. And
Well, I ain't done nothing yet. I ain't done.
yeah, it's like, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. We are 1 week away from Christmas. So before we get into any of our topics today, let's talk about you for a second.
Oh no, what I do this
So
time.
you, if memory serves me correctly, you did your first show in front of a non-known audience.
That is correct. I did. Yeah, a 30-minute stand-up parlor style show.
And I shouldn't say you did your first because obviously when you're at the castle, you're doing things to a non-known audience.
no, but I
you're
think-
always doing it with somebody.
Are you trying to say unknown audience?
Unknown audience, but also
What did I say? Non-known?
Non-known, yes.
And
I mean,
non-
it's not wrong either way, but one is a little maybe more correct than the other.
yeah, sure.
Something like
Thank you, English teacher Ed. So
yeah,
this was by yourself.
It was that I did have that realization when I was kind of heading my way to the first gig. I was like, oh wow, this is the first time I'm not doing a gig with a buddy or having a buddy around. So yeah, that was new. It was really cool. And
that. So the first solo one that you
first solo and two in a row. So I had Friday night strolling for an hour. I was covering for a friend who had an emergency, and luckily their emergency has been resolved. So that's great. And hour of strolling, and the next night was an hour of strolling, and then a 30-minute show, which was quite the task because though I have done 30-minute shows with friends and my own pieces and shows, I did not myself really have a full 30-minute show prepared at the time that this was asked upon me. So but
Now,
I crushed it.
if you remember correctly, I believe I told you that you got a 30-minute show. You got enough material.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
you-
haven't necessarily put it all together, but
Yep, you have said
yeah,
that. You were 100% correct.
I am always correct.
I know.
we
We're learning.
We were talking about it that some of the best stuff, your best material, your best work can come from pressure, and you're getting thrown into a situation of I can't think about it anymore. I have to do it, and then your best work comes out of that.
You know, what's interesting is when I rehearse, there's really two ways that I go about it. I do this with a lot of things, even when we were setting up for the big building for the House of Magic, when we were in that 20,000 square foot building. I could walk in there and I could visualize everything the way it was meant to be. The bed and breakfast, the town hall, the center courtyard with the 30-foot Christmas tree, snow coming down, cobblestone walkways. I mean, I could see the whole thing.
For those who are unaware, that was the first building that we tried in Ventura that was supposed to be a big type of amusement park style building for the House of Magic.
And it was a Norman Rockwell.
Yeah,
Type.
in the style of Norman Rockwell.
Yeah. Which is, I guess, good that I could see it because nobody else did,
Mhm.
because it never happened. Huh? I did.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You need to share
But
in
I-
order to get the vision to go and spread around to the rest of the people in the world.
But I do the same thing. So like when I set up for a gig, when I'm driving, I will literally do the show in my head multiple times.
Yeah.
And then when it doesn't pan out, that's when he panics. But usually it goes out the way you're thinking about it.
Oh, gee, thank you.
Am I?
every once in a while.
So you had an interesting experience because you had somebody drive for you, which meant that you could spend the entire car ride planning out your adventure.
Well, it was planned out, luckily, by the time I was driving there.
But
what I was
did
able
you
to do was-
visually run it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I was able to go over the set list in my mind and just say the routines over and over again, so I could at least memorize and even doing that, it was such a short amount of time that sure enough, after I got there and I set everything up, I'm like, so it was going to be silk through foam, silk to egg, then
Yeah.
but luckily I had everything, my whole set list written out, and I had it taped inside my doctor bag so I can see it clearly during the show. I had it because I only had Saturday morning basically to prepare a show, because this was Richard Hurley, by the way. Richard Hurley had an emergency. So one thing I want to say, though, he actually called me and asked me to cover for him, which that was an honor, man, because for him to have faith in me enough to step in for his clientele and to, that spoke, that felt good. So shout out Richard Hurley, man. And I'm glad you're doing better and you're healthy now. So that's a good thing. But so I found out about Thursday night, and I had to open the shop on Friday morning. So I had a couple hours on Thursday to put together a strolling set, and then went to work, got home, did the set. And then the next morning I woke up and I just had that morning to put together a 30-minute set, which like I said, I had like pieces, some 10-minute chunks here and there that I knew I can kind of lace together, but I wanted to be cohesive. It needed to have good transitions and all that kind of stuff. So, but I realized I'm like, well, it's not just enough to put it together, because I have to put it together. Then I also have to be able to have a checklist to make sure I have everything, so I can't leave and forget anything. And then I also need my mic and my wireless transmitter, all that, so I was like, wow, this is kind of a lot. This is kind of a lot, but we got through it and ended up crushing it, man. And it was a good feeling and it was great. And then afterwards you're like, yeah, I got this. I could do this. I feel it gives you, at least it gave me more of a sense of, okay, I just need more flight time. It's as simple as that. I know what I'm doing and I can do it well. I just need more flight time so I can get that confidence and also know how to adapt for situations and things,
Yeah.
Just have more routines ready.
Yeah. It's funny because, so I'm going on my 45th year of actually doing shows.
Man, Jim.
And
you're old.
I know. And I feel it in a lot of ways, especially now after doing construction. But, it's funny because even, I guess if you're Johnny Ace Palmer or somebody like that who is doing the same show and you've done the same thing for 40, 50 years and it's the same routine, you probably have seen it all. You've seen it all, you've heard it all, you've experienced it all. You know exactly what to do, if the chick falls off the table or whatever. But we tend to mix up the show. So there are routines that I've been doing for a very, very long time, but there's also new things that are constantly coming in. So you never really, you get a sense of what could possibly happen, but you never really experience all of the nuances with that effect because you don't perform it every single day and been doing it for 40 years. So one of the things that I found is I took an improv class. Well, we teach improv at the House of Magic. So I took that class, and it's amazing when you look at things from the eyes of improv, because you have to be able to take a scenario and you have to be able to adapt, and you're not supposed to have a preset idea of what the scene's going to unfold like, because you never know what your partner's going to do or take it or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So in a sense, your audience is your partner. And so you're doing a routine, you never quite know necessarily where that partner is going to go. So to be able to respond and react accordingly, I mean, we've talked about this before, where there are some magicians that are so
Rigid. Rigid in their
Rigid.
routine,
Yeah, I mean, they're so scripted.
so scripted, and it's just it doesn't matter what's happening in the audience, they're going to say the exact same thing at the exact same time, no matter what.
Yeah,
They're
jokes,
rehearsed down to the T. Even if the joke doesn't make sense in the moment, they're going to say it anyway.
mm-hmm. And so we talked about, being in the moment and being able to respond accordingly. And so was there anything we'll talk about the strolling in a second, but in the stand-up, was there anything in that routine or in that set that kind of took you by surprise, or you didn't really think about?
Yeah, a few things. Yeah.
What's that?
Well, I had one of my volunteers came up, and it was the father of a son, and the son just came up on, like, halfway through the routine. The son just decided to hop up on stage.
So a younger son?
Yeah, younger son, but he kind of was like hesitant and like kind of halfway, and so all of a sudden it's just like all the focus became onto this, child trying to decide what to do. So, and his dad's like, Travis, go sit down. So I caught his name was Travis. I'm like, oh, hey, Travis, you want to come up on stage with your dad? Yeah, come on, man, no problem. Let's give Travis a round of applause. I'm like, you want to check out, because we were doing nostalgia with the Viewmaster. I'm like, why don't you take a look in there? Can you see some cool stuff in there? You're gonna help out your dad, and just kind of made him part of it. He ended up running off and sitting back down after a little while, anyways. But that was one thing that I just immediately just kind of shifted and adapted into.
And that guy was a bit of a problem with nostalgia.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit of a knucklehead.
So what happened there?
So with nostalgia, it's a force with there's a few possibilities of one detail of the force. And I actually learned a lot when I was performing this, because in the moment, because I had practiced nostalgia a few times, but I haven't done it live yet. And in the moment, I forgot to fish for letters. We'll just say for the reveal, because the reveal can be 3 different words. There's a couple of pictures that are always the same, but the words. And so as I was doing it, I just went for one of the words and just wrote it on there pretty confident. And then it ended up not being the right word. But because it wasn't the right word, the guy wasn't responding to any of the other items that I had written that I actually got correct. He was just kind of like, no, that wasn't it. And I'm like, this wasn't the location that you saw. And he's just like, no, because I wrote London, and it said England on the slide that he looked at. So it had Big Ben, it had a double-decker bus, and it said England. And I drew a double-decker bus, I drew Big Ben, and I wrote London, which is where or England, London is in England. So it's all correct. But he wanted to be a knucklehead. And he's just like, nope, that's not what I saw. No, that's not it. That's not correct. And I had to be like, so did you see a double decker? I'm like, so none of this matched what you saw. And he's just like, no. I'm like, so was there a double decker bus? He's like, yeah. Was there a Big Ben clock? Yeah. I was like, okay, so it didn't say London. He's like, no, it said England. I'm like, got it. Okay. All right. We got a wise we got a wise guy here.
And sir, where is London?
Yeah, no, it was I had fun. I did a couple of callbacks and joking with it throughout the show too. So that little interaction added to some little interactions later, and so that was fun.
So you didn't let it kind of throw you or cause you to kind of skip a beat or to throw you off guard?
You know what's weird, man? No, maybe if that was strolling, I don't know what it is about strolling. I think it's because we've talked about this with Parlor. This is my environment. I curated this environment. Every minute of this interaction has been thought of in my mind. So any of the extra stuff that comes my way, it's a lot for me. It's a lot easier to adapt and kind of know where to go from there. Whereas in strolling, you're going into someone's environment and you don't know what's about to happen, because they could be completely disinterested, or they could be drinking or eating at the time, or they could not be eating or drinking at the time, and then halfway through decide that they're going to be eating or drinking, and they're really longer available to help you with what you're. There's any number of reasons. So I think it's those types of things so far because I am of lack of flight time that really bother me. Whereas I've had a lot more flight time with Parlor, and I also used to be a teacher, which is like a similar type of a setting. I'm here, the students are there and whatnot. So and I used to teach kids martial arts with movement and stuff. So I think a lot of that aided to it.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of which, I don't know if Josh was kind of reserved to this or not, but I have, our table 10 idea, the bring on the magic and whatnot. I just found out that a pretty well-known magic venue has now added that to their tables.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. And they said they got the idea from a magic shop, from White Rabbit Magic Shop.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I kind of came to the conclusion that this is an idea that you're not going to be able to protect. You can't secure it. There's no way to lock it down. We either didn't say a word to anybody and we just did it, or the word gets out and people are just going to take it and steal it. And not that they're stealing it, but they're going to take it. And
well, it's a great idea.
Yeah,
it's a great idea.
So,
when did you hear about this?
So a friend of mine called me and said, he got a call from one of the guys who runs it. And they said, hey, are you're friends with the guys at White Rabbit, right? And he's like, yeah. And he said, well, we're incorporating their, but we're gonna print them. They're gonna do them in a plastic cube, so you can spin the cube and it has other advertising on it and stuff like that. But they said they got it from White Rabbit.
Well, in the Larry Lease bit, there's the acknowledgement.
Yeah,
but
that's what I've kind of alluded to. It's like,
but why would they want to know? Why would it matter where it came from? Why would they be inquiring about where it came from? To tell you, like, thank you, or like
just to kind of give us kudos, I guess.
Okay,
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, now I want to know this said magic venue, and I want to give them a call now and say, okay, hey, great, you got this idea. Is this idea working for you? Fantastic. We now need a testimonial. That is our payment for you going and using our idea.
Yeah. I'm sure they would be more than happy to, as long as you do it politely.
Yeah.
We could set that up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still in dad mode from downstairs.
Yeah. Calm down, but set up the call. All right, I got you.
But yeah, no, it's
all right, you bastard. You're gonna give us a testimonial.
Here. All right. You're gonna like
you thieveries.
You're gonna like it.
So,
well, as a dad, you just have to be stern and with that tone of voice that says, yes, sir. Okay, sir. You don't have to yell. You don't have to be mean or anything. You just got to go. You have that tone. You know the tone.
Yeah. It's
kind of cool. The tone.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
But
so
I think that's a neat idea. Or it's neat to hear that.
It's a neat idea. We should think about doing something like that.
It's neat to hear that other people share our sentiment.
Yes,
we've run even actually in the
same breath. Know what magic venue it is now.
Yeah, right.
So we'll have to talk about it later.
In that same breath, we've had other people come in and tell us that they weren't as keen on the idea as
some people aren't as adaptable, or as some people, like my brother likes to say, not everybody has great taste.
So Sean McMaster covered for us at one, and so he really we ended up going to lunch afterwards because he wanted to kind of talk through it a little bit, and he was really happy with it in the sense, but at the same time he's kind of like, maybe there's an opportunity that's being missed, because now people can just say no and you never really get the opportunity to try to engage them and everything. So
like you don't get the opportunity to sell them on the magic.
So what Sean does is he goes up and he says, hi, I'm the guy who no, that's you, sorry, that's the wrong line. He goes up and he says, hey, how everything going okay? You got everything you need? Great. Well, I'm a magician. Would you like to or how does he put it? Something to the effect of, great, you got everything you need. Well, I'm a magician and I'm here to show you a trick. If you would like to, while you're waiting for your food, would you like to see something? And so he goes and he does it. And so he said, oftentimes people will be like, and he can kind of see like, do they want to? Do they want to? And he said, well, I'll tell you what, let me do one. And if you want to see more after that, great. Otherwise, I'll just, and so he does something quick. And if they don't want to see any more after that, then he's done. If they want to, and he said a lot of times they end up wanting to see more. So he said he felt like, maybe they're not that it's a bad idea because he did really enjoy working with it, but is there an opportunity that's being missed? And I kind of said that for me, I'm not a cold caller. And that is in a sense, that's in a sense what you're doing is you're doing a cold call every single time you go to a table.
Well, also, sorry.
So that's not me. And I find far more pleasure and joy in performing to somebody who's excited for me to, to come to the table. And that's what these table tents do, is that because now they're like, oh my gosh, there's magic. Oh, hey.
And I would I understand his perspective. I do understand it, but a perspective on that perspective, you are not necessarily missing out on a chance to sell them on the magic. You are getting a clear indicator that they need to be sold magic. And you get that opportunity with every single table that has that table tent flipped the correct way, which is
I like that.
Magic done.
I like that.
Right?
There's a right way and then there's the wrong
that
way.
is. Oh, let's be clear about that, sir. The correct way is I want magic now.
Yes.
That's the right way. The wrong way is I'm talking for no reason or something like this. But back to my point. Okay, so that table tent's flipped around. They don't want magic. They don't want magic yet. That's all you got to tell yourself. All right, Mr. Sean. No, I'm just kidding. But they don't want magic yet. But the table right next to them wants magic. And when I do magic for them, they're going to make so much noise. They're going to clap, or they're going to sound like they're going to have so much fun, or that they are having so much fun that they're going to flip that table tent around.
Which has happened.
Boom.
Right. Which definitely has happened.
Boom.
So speaking of this, we actually ran into a situation. Josh and I were at doing the room at the same time. And there was a couple that was sitting on the same side of the booth together. Very handsy, and
you and Josh.
Yeah,
this is getting awkward. Wow. Okay.
So
so
we will tread carefully.
So Josh and James were working the room together, and the couple they were working were getting handsy.
The couple we were working were getting handsy. They were sitting on the same side of the table.
Yeah, with you guys.
No, not with us. No handsy towards with each other.
Trying to follow along here.
With each other.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Definitely with each other.
We sat right in the middle. It was a really intimate magic show that we were doing for.
I guess.
I had that happen at a strip club.
With Josh?
Oh my God.
What is going on right now?
So anyways,
this was the Christmas episode.
I know.
Right?
So we are at the Glen. So we're sitting there, and they had their table tent set to no. And so exactly what we're talking about, they were watching other people do things and seeing that it was okay. So they flipped it around. Well, I figured out, I now learned, thanks to Joshua, why they originally started out as no. Because here's one of my dilemmas that I oftentimes run into. I like to know who I'm working with or dealing with. So when I approach a table, I will often say, hi. Are we celebrating anything? Are we just here for the night out? What's going on? And some people will be like,
what's
"Oh,
your
we're
social
celebrating
security
a birthday."
number?
Yeah, I do that. But it's they might be doing a birthday or an anniversary, whatever. And then I will go and say, "What is our relationship?"
This is
And-
usually where he gets himself in
Yeah,
any amount of
Like
trouble.
you're the magician.
Yeah,
That's the relationship.
yeah, exactly. I want to know if they know that.
Oh.
No. I'll ask them what their relationships are with each other.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, you just want to know if you're going to get a $20 tip or not.
Yeah.
Do the
well,
anniversary couple.
right. I'm
He's just licking his chops. He's like,
setting up the trick,
brother
you
and
know?
sister, shoot. All right.
So
Never mind. No romance. Well, is there? I just want to be clear.
anyway, these people were clearly handsy with each other, and so I rudely interrupted Josh and said, "Let me do the table," which was my first mistake. I should just let him do it because he wouldn't have gotten himself in trouble. And so I walk up and I'm like, "Hey, you guys celebrating anything like an anniversary or anything?" No. Oh, are you married? No. Oh, so are we dating or what's the deal? No, not really. And it's like, oh, okay. So, but yet,
No, not really. Kind of.
yeah, but they were.
No, we've just known each other for 25 years.
So I'm doing the anniversary trick and on them, and because I had it all set up to go, and they clearly were like they were friends with benefits, if nothing else.
And they were handsy.
And they were handsy.
Handsy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so I do the trick, and in the meantime, as we're doing this, I'm talking with them, and I find out that they had never been to the. I say, "Oh, have you ever been here before?" And they're like, "Oh no, we Google searched and we found it." So where are you coming from? And they're like, "L.A." And I went, "Oh, okay." And so I do the anniversary trick, and the woman looks at the card afterwards where they're holding hands, and she turns to the guy and she's like, "What are we gonna do with this?" So Joshua proceeds to pull me over because when a prostitute hits on me and wants to know if I want to go to a party, and I go, "What party?" And they're like, "A party." I'm like, "I don't know. Where is there a party?"
Jim's like, I've never been to a party.
Yeah.
Wow, no one's ever invited me. This is so cool.
Yeah, exactly. I need.
Awesome, man. I've always wondered what it would be like.
So I'm the guy who needs somebody to go to and say, "Dad, they are having an affair." And I went, "Oh, that makes total sense."
Like, well, the magic told the whole story. Look at that. Magic can't
Could you
lie.
Could you imagine?
Busted. They were like, how did he know? They're like, oh my God, this guy's really good, dude. What the hell? The magic, like we can't escape the universe, man. This is crazy.
What if? Could you imagine if I did a trick with them and it had busted on it, and they're like,
They're like, are you a detective?
It's like what?
Yes,
It's,
and you're served.
you know what I was thinking? The trick that we do, the magician in trouble,
It's a
Dunsbury delusion. Yeah. What I was thinking that would be kind of cool is that the card that you put down that they think is their card, and you put it down in the second, in the second pile, to have that as a blank card that says busted. So that when they finally say, "No, that was my card," it's like, "Really? That was your card? Are you sure?" And you flip it over and it says busted, and because that would have been beautiful. Could you imagine what their reaction would have been like? Damn it. So she literally
You might have
looked.
gotten killed, Jim.
I know. She literally looked at
Like,
him.
why are these people following me home?
and said,
They can't find out.
"What are we going to do with this?"
They said, "What are we going to do with this?"
Yes. She looked at him and she said, "What are we going to do with this?" So I thought, do you tear it in half? It's like those little charms where they have the hearts that are broken down the middle, and you have one half, they have the other half. So when you come together, you can put them together. So tear the card in half, and when you come together, you can.
You told him this?
No.
Oh. I was like, what an awkward conversation, Jim. Like, listen, I don't want you to be soiled over my magic. So this is what you're going to do with it. Okay, sir. You're going to keep half. You're going to keep half. You're going to link them together whenever you guys are together.
So the next time you
That's
hook up in
some
another.
crazy business, Jim.
Yeah.
You get yourself into some crazy business.
That
But
was my
Jim,
first.
why are you leaving me
affair.
hanging? I want to know, man.
What?
Did you get the 20?
From them?
Yeah.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Oh, funny.
So clearly you enjoy Parlor much better than you do
For now.
scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll grow on me,
Yeah. Well, when you come
but
in, when
shows
you
are
come
fun.
and do the gig with me, you'll experience it in a different light.
Nice. Now,
Yeah.
do the people let you have bites of their food while you're at their table?
Oh yeah, I've sat down.
Like
With
that looks
some people.
delicious, and I'm pretty hungry. Can I have like just like 3 bites? Is
You do
that
get
cool?
free food afterwards.
Yeah, but I want that later.
You
You,
want
know, I want food
Their
now.
food.
Yeah, I want their food.
Yeah.
You don't have to tip me, but can I have a couple slices of that?
I always tell them it's like whatever bread you leave over, I'm coming back and taking. I love their bread.
That's
Oh, the
funny.
bread's good.
Yeah, very good.
Hi, you want to see some magic? Now, just so you guys know, they don't feed me, so I mean, any table scraps.
They
that would be
told
really
me-
appreciated.
I just want you to know that they said it's okay for you to give me bread if you want. They said that's fine.
as long as you can do a magic trick.
Let's
with it.
break bread together.
Yeah.
So, what was some of the hangups with your strolling?
Oh well, the first night, the layout was really beautiful. It was a like a living room style lobby of a hotel, but everyone hung out by the bar, and where the bar was, there was just like these kind of aisleways, and there's all these places to sit, but no one was sitting in them. So I kind of just had to work like the ends because I couldn't really get in there because if I got in there, you're just
Oh, wow.
it was like
How many people?
1,000.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Strolling for 1,000 people. It was hard to get to everybody. I'll tell you what. But I got it
been.
done. No, it was like 40 people. It was like 40 people from. It was a marketing company. It was nice,
Okay.
all nice people. I got food afterwards. Also, it was a nice little buffet of different Asian style food. Yeah. But
Chicken cashew.
no chicken cashew, but like skewers. You
Yeah.
know, top sirloin skewers,
Yeah.
chicken skewers.
I'm done with that.
They didn't have any mayo or any burnt bacon, so I don't think you would have been into
Okay. Moving on. So it was an awkward
Ish.
setup
I
for
mean,
you to be able to.
It's kind of opened up a little bit, which made it a little bit easier. I was able to start working my way in there, and like the later part of it, last half hour. But the first beginning, when it really kind of everybody just went right there, I'm like, all right. And everybody was having an amazing conversation. Like they really liked talking to each other. So I personally felt awkward interrupting. I was trying to look for people that might have like lulls in the conversation or wander. So it wasn't like that. So I eventually just started talking to people. But then I learned from
Yeah, so you
from-
start jumping in on their conversation.
Yeah,
like,
straight
oh,
up.
that's really interesting.
But then I learned from Richard Hurley. He's like, he said if they're having a really happy conversation, then they're totally approachable. He's like, there's absolutely, and which is what I found out anyways, because I just had to start jumping in there. I couldn't just stand around, that's for sure.
Right.
So I was, you
And
gotta
Rich had
get
a
to
good
it.
line. Can you share it?
I don't know. 'Cause I don't know
Okay.
if he wants me to share it.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. We'll
I don't
find
know.
out.
To be honest, it's something that he learned, but
Yeah.
we'll keep it. We'll keep it.
Keep it in the pocket.
Yeah, for now, I guess. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, maybe he comes back on one of these days.
Yeah, and then he can share. it.
We'll probe his brain to see
you
if he
go.
wants
Yeah.
to do it.
It's wild in there. I don't know if you want to do that. The 70s were good, Uncle Rich.
That's what I've been told. Seen your show a couple times, and he's very proud about saying it.
Okay. I want to talk about something.
Oh,
Did
no.
you have anything else to add to that? Oh, what about the second one? Because you did strolling the second night in addition to your.
That was not. That was chill. That was a lot easier too, because people were all sitting down and chit chatting. So there's there's table space, and also there was a lot more space just to be able to filter out and slide around. And there was kids, so it was fun doing magic for the little ones too.
Oh,
I
nice.
actually really liked it. I was doing some cool stuff for them, like Double Cross really like blew their minds. Well, man, I'll tell you, man, that's easy money. If there's anyone doing strolling that's not really doing Double Cross, I know it could be messy, but if you get used to it, it's not as messy as it is when you first start messing with it. And I mean, it just cooks everybody. That one is just easy. It's like one of the easiest ones you should be doing, I feel like.
It's funny because the one thing that is nice when you're doing parlor is people are there to watch a magic show.
Yeah, that too.
And
They have a
or
vested
if you have an
interest.
event. And so when you do strolling, it's typically not necessarily announced per se.
Yeah.
And
They're just like, who is this guy?
yeah,
And you better be likable real quick.
right. Right. So all right. I want to talk a little bit about these guys.
Who? Oh,
So this is like V3 now. of this product.
What's this? What is this effect called, Jim? What's it actually called?
So I call it magical mystical boomerangs.
Jim, call it something else. You got to call it something else, man.
So
Magical mystical boomerangs. It just doesn't have the marketing appeal that we're looking for in today's modern time.
yeah, no, there's one of the oh gosh. There's another one that's out there that's something boomerangs. I forget what it is,
Called
but
the baffling boomerang.
baffling boomerangs. Is that good? Is that a good name? Baffling boomerangs.
That's slightly better. I think magical mystical should be pretty much removed from any of your ad copy. Mysticals,
So,
yes. Magical, yes.
not
Magical,
any-
mystical.
What do you want to call them?
Hypnotic boomerangs.
Hypnotic boomerangs?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I think they should be called fools you beep. No, I'm just kidding. See, I caught myself though. I added the beep.
I did.
Or,
yes.
or you could get clever and call them the hypno rings.
Hypno- They're boomerangs. They're not rings.
I said rangs.
Oh,
Like an
boomer-
orangutan.
Oh,
Rang, yeah.
Yeah,
Hypno rang.
Yeah.
hypno. I've been hypno-rang.
Hypnorang. That's clever. That's
Yeah, see,
that's
right?
not bad. Hypnorang. Yeah, it just
He's on
you
my
know
side.
like if you understand where it's coming from, it sounds good. But if you were just to say hypnorang, you'd be like, what the
Bleep.
what the bleep is a hypnorang?
That's most
So-
of the magic that I buy from Murphy's. What the hell is this?
That's pretty funny.
So anyway, this is I really love this version. The way they are now laid out with the print and everything, they look really, really, really nice. And you can do the whole pattern, you know, where it's like, okay, so the yellow one is clearly smaller than the red one, and oh, wait a minute, no, I'm sorry, it's the red one is smaller than the yellow.
Hey, that's
one.
just a popsicle illusion, Jim.
Yes, but you hand these out. So you hand this to them and you say, okay, check that out. And then you hand this to them. And when they go to size it up, that happens.
Wait, hold on. But that actually is not the right size.
No,
Nope.
they're now truly different
That's
sizes.
magical and mystical.
Now,
It's both.
version,
I'm understanding the name now.
yeah, see, version, I suppose it would be fair to say that version 3 of this or version 2 of this was one size smaller. That was version 2. So just one size. Version 3 is now 2 sizes.
So-
Definitely noticeably different.
That
noticeably
is what
different.
she said.
Yes, and there is no. I noticed with the new version, just so everyone can see it. I'll do it over here. There, you can count the number of lines on this one, and the other side.
In-
There was
in
a
version-
discrepancy that was with the number of lines,
Yes.
but in this one,
2,
it's very equilateral.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines versus 1, 2, 3, 4 lines in version 2.
Yeah.
Now in version 3, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's very the discrepancy is gone because there's no
What
more.
discrepancy? I thought it's a popsicle illusion.
So
Well, you know, if anybody, I personally didn't think there was anybody who was going to be that studious with the difference in the sizes, but now there is no discrepancy.
but aren't
And-
these beautiful? They're very solid, even though they're 3D printed, they're really solid. They look really nice. And
Yeah, they're great.
and I've actually been having a lot of fun. Normally, this is one of those tricks where you go like, yeah, it's just not anything that is all that fun or exciting, you know, when it comes out of a magic kit and it's the little pieces of cardboard and whatever. That was always like the throwaway trick, like, oh, that's stupid, you know,
Mhm.
toss. I really like performing this. This is a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So
So
Are
this
you going to
one-
do different colors?
yeah,
That-
yellow and red.
No, that's it. No, but I'm being serious. You're gonna offer it in different colors and stuff.
No, it'll probably be the so we picked these colors for different various reasons, as far as visibility and the way they just really stand out, and the contrast between the two. We originally did red and black, but the black was too dark up against, especially if you're wearing a black suit.
And the
The
colors the
illusion,
way they are now, it has eliminated the literal transparency of the material.
yeah.
And we've tried other colors, but you could see straight through it and
Mm.
everything, and it was a
You should
little
do it.
awkward.
You should offer a deluxe set where then you can get a red one that is special and a yellow one that is not, and then you could do all kinds of sequences and stuff, sneaking one in and out. It'd be pretty fun.
Oh
Even-
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get it. That would be interesting.
So the red one is as well.
Well,
So it's 3 of them.
Well,
but that
well,
would be-
Two gimmicked
well,
and one.
and
regular.
that would
we'll
be
talk about
and,
it.
and that would be a kit, right?
yeah.
That would be like a kit. So then you could start working some in and out. It's just because I was thinking of like my brain starts wandering. So I'm like, it's cool because it's ketchup and mustard, right? Then you could do like a bit on who if someone likes ketchup or mustard more, if you're a ketchup mustard or ketchup or mustard person or whatever, and you could make them different sizes and whatnot, that kind of a thing. It'd be fun.
We'll talk about it. But as of right now, What?
It's your trick. It's great. Well, then make it better. Go for it. I'm not stopping you.
what a good dig. That was so very well placed.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh yes. So yes, if
Last
you want to
up.
go and get that one, actually, we do sell it here for $40.
Yes,
That's
we do.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think it was raining for a second.
It's time for
Is it good? Should I buy it? Does it suck? Did I get ripped off? Is it more of a craft project than a magic trick? These questions and more answered now on the Magic Item of the Week here on Magic Talk.
All right, we're gonna have a hard time seeing this thing on the table there, Josh, because I don't have the other camera.
You don't?
No, but
What's
I believe this is a trans.
what? It is
Trans
Transmatrix.
Matrix.
Yes.
Here, allow me to show it this way.
You see to move.
So Trans Matrix by
Bacon
these
magic.
guys.
Bacon Magic.
Bacon.
Yes. No.
Oh my goodness!
Trying
Jim.
to Bacon Magic.
You can't take this guy anywhere.
No.
And what does this sell for?
This sells for $39. So not 40, but only by $1.
Okay.
So what a deal.
And it comes with a map too, right?
Yes, actually, this one, it is a matrix that is a, how did they say it? The younger kids now, but a hypervisual matrix is, I think, the words that
Visual.
hypervisual is one of those
Is that
words
like
that they
magical,
like to throw around.
mystical?
I guess so. I
It is
I
the
feel
new
like-
magical mystical.
Yeah.
Hypervisual has been its
All
replacement.
right, I'm gonna do.
Sometime.
I'm gonna do this, Joshua.
See if I can work.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
very good.
A little blurry.
I'll fix it.
Going to try. Not that way. Woo.
A
Ooh.
little better.
And
Number one.
all this great
or
airtime.
two. Okay. 1 or 2.
Yeah, so this thing actually, let's see if I can actually do it. Would you like to do it? You've done it a lot more than me.
Yes, I can. Let's.
But the whole idea behind this one is that you're able to go and perform the Matrix, but you're not.
Is it the
It's done with somewhat semi-transparent cards, so you can see through these. Actually, you might
right? So
be
it
able to
should
see
really
it.
be called the semi-trans matrix. It just depends on how it identifies, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. I haven't ever sat in this seat.
Hey,
before.
get you in your hands. He's already grabbing me, Dad.
You know what? He was talking about the couple a little bit ago, and I don't know who was the handsy one in that ridiculous. So yes, demonstrate it.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no. All right, here we go. So essentially, you can see the coins through and through, and then you go like that, and it.
What? Hold on, but wait a minute, Jim. That looked like real magic.
Didn't it?
Yeah,
It was.
that did look like real magic, Jim. Can you do it again?
No. But that's because it was. So you got the 2 coins. You can see the 2 coins, and then you do the-
Wait, what? Okay.
So
And what do you get with this piece of kit here?
you get 4 gimmick coins.
4 gimmick coins.
Yes. And you get that one's gone.
And then make it reappear.
And then boom.
That like teleported.
yeah.
Wow.
So it went the long way. Anyway, you get 4 gimmick
Gross.
coins. You get 4 you get 4 gimmick coins, you get 4 of these transparent cards. And you
Is there a
you
routine
get
where you
the
need
mat-
4 cards?
you get the
Or
mat
are they
with
just
it.
extras?
you can do they have a coins across that you can do with it, a bunch of different little things.
I believe
So-
they got ideas behind the different effects you can do. So yeah, it is the mat plus the coins and the cards that you get.
That's a fair price considering that's like the cost of a mat.
Yeah,
And
basically.
then the nice thing about it is that you're using black art, but unlike black art, where you have to have the right kind of lighting and the right kind of this and the right kind of that, and it really isn't very practical unless you're doing maybe an online streaming type scenario where you can why don't you go back to number 1, where you're doing an online streaming type scenario where you can kind of control everything.
Mm-hmm.
This you can kind of perform in any kind of a scenario because these cards are what help protect everything.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So yeah, I think it's definitely worth
Who do you see performing this? What type of a person do you
I
see
see
performing
you.
this? You see me performing this?
you.
I know you see me. I see you too. Who do you see performing this?
I see your dad performing this trick.
Oh, James, you jest.
It's definitely
Yeah.
something for the close-up magician. But with that what Dad was talking about with the black art, with that in mind, it leans or gives way to that, the ability to do this close-up. And then also Parlor, I think you could definitely get away with as well. That this says it's in $half sizes, right? Basically that's what the sticker is right there. It says half. So you're getting basically $half of the Kennedys. Though that is also telling me that they have it for dollar sizes, or at least
Yeah,
they're
we
going
just-
to be releasing it for dollar sizes soon.
So here's the deal. We just had Tyler Rabbit perform for our Spellbound show.
Shout out Tyler Rabbit.
Yes. I don't see this as being a Tyler Rabbit routine because Tyler Rabbit can do all this stuff without
Correct.
using the gimmicks.
Uh-huh.
So
So do you see a real pro using something like this?
I don't know.
I could see someone using this for like Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
I see it strikes me as more of like a Instagram-y type of thing. Not as to say you need that, like not as to say you couldn't do this live, but needing this specific mat just for the trick alone, and the fact that it is necessary, we'll just say. I wouldn't want to overwork the mat by doing other stuff with it. I would say this would be really cool if you like to do stuff on IG, or if you're like a hobby magician that like wants to pull something out and like blow your friends' minds at like a poker match or something. If you like,
mean,
if you just like to do magic casually or like for family and stuff, and you want to like pull something out that's like really gonna like they're like, oh man, we've seen you do that, Bob. We've seen you do that coin thing already, and then you do that. They'll be like, whoa, hold on, wait, Bob, you're like, what the heck happened, dude? Did you go to David Copperfield camp or something, Bob? So I think it would be great for someone like that too.
I could see somebody doing that, like for a Spellbound set or something like that. I could see somebody
Spellbound, yeah.
doing something like this where it's kind of a sit down thing.
Uh-huh.
Um,
But
maybe
would you
there's-
would you see them doing this in like a whole close-up set at Spellbound?
No, I would see
Probably like do one thing, then pull this out, do that, and then
yeah,
introduce the feature.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I will be fair with this. It doesn't necessarily have to be just that matte. It could be any
Black man.
black.
Black matte.
Matte
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
have.
fair. Yeah, that is
So
that is
that's just something they give you
This
along
does
with it.
this
Copy
does
that.
work on the mat that we have on our table.
Yeah.
nice. Oh, that's good to note. That is a that is a really good note for people to know. So you could use
So-
your own, any other black matte should work pretty well.
Basically.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
Yeah, it's really neat, man. I mean, I remember when this came out, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, anyways,
yeah,
I like it better than what the elevated matrix. Have you seen that lately?
Elevated matrix.
Mm-hmm.
I have not.
So it's literally you have a card elevated above the coin and you move it, and as you're moving it, the coin's gone, and then it just appears over on the other side. Looks cool. Very angly and weird. I think this is a lot more workable.
Yeah.
so all right. One more week. We will be here next Tuesday
Yes.
before Christmas
Yes.
because we got nowhere to go. Nobody.
Well, speak for yourself.
I got nowhere to go. I'm going to be working Christmas Eve because I got nothing to do.
You know who
He
works
sounds
Christmas
so
Eve? The
depressed.
baby Jesus.
Santa Claus.
Both of them.
Yeah.
I think they kind of hoof it together that night
Yeah.
nowadays.
Probably.
Both Santa Clauses.
All right. With that, anything else?
I don't know. You just sucked all the energy right out of the room. I'm not quite
Wow.
sure how it's like wicked draining.
No. No.
Jim, that's not for your head.
I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Well,
And then shit myself.
well, that actually we do have. Are there any deals going on or any other types of things that we didn't talk about? The thing that we were going to be talking about because he was saying, "Do you know who you're going to be?"
Jim does this to me every time. He's like,
no.
right before the show, he says, Greg, this is going to be the topic. You have 10 seconds to think of what to say. And then I say what he tells me I'm supposed to say or the topic, and then we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So now it's not the show where we sometimes talk about magic because we're doing a good job pretty much always talking about magic now. Now it's just we only talk about the topic sometimes, or is only a topic sometimes.
Today's topic
Sometimes
will be
there's no
discussed
topic.
sometimes.
Sometimes.
Today's topic doesn't really matter. We're just going to talk about whatever comes into my head anyway.
That's right. So check out the website because we will be posting a new fire hair today, gone tomorrow
Yes,
deal.
that is something we haven't really talked about that lately. There's a
What
A new
that? What
thing.
is that, Jim? I don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
Hair
What are you
today,
talking
gone
about?
tomorrow.
I've got hair right
Figure it
here.
out.
it's our new deal that we've got going on. Every single day, there's a new item that has this absurdly good deal, and if you don't catch it that day, it's gone tomorrow.
So it's not necessarily that it's a new item every single day because we might end up discounting the item even more the next day
Ooh.
and even more the next day. But
Well, way to go and make that even harder to go and sell. Well,
now,
I'm just going to wait
because-
until
no, because you don't know if somebody grabs it. It's like you were talking about with the auction thing. Somebody might, if you wait too long, somebody might grab it up, and it's like, darn, I missed it.
You don't know how many people are watching it at that moment.
Yep.
They may be putting it in their cart and trying to buy it at that second when you're like, you know what? I'll wait for it to go lower. And then all of a sudden, poof.
Gone. Hair today, gone tomorrow.
Cool.
So check that out. Check out the shop. See if there's anything that any of your special people might want to see under the tree.
Yes, please support us. I have kids in college.
Yeah, that's true. It's not making that up.
Yeah, when you support a small business, you're not supporting another billionaire buying his vacation home or a private jet.
Oh my God.
You're putting food on a table.
What if I want to
You're
support the
sending
private jet?
kids.
I like private jets. That sounds cool.
You're not going on that private jet.
No, but someone is, and that makes me happy.
All right, before this gets any worse, I think
Remember,
at White Rabbit Magic,
we
we believe in magic. Go.
man, you got to hit the end right after.
Yeah, you gotta just cut it.
This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.